Hello everyone, Cap here, and welcome back to some more Mechabellum. I have another replay for you guys today, and in this one we will see the new war factory in action. So let's get into it. ECU starting as a Rhino Specialist and Lockhart starting as a Giant Specialist. GCU with the fangs here in front and the sledgehammers behind, going aggressively frontline but centered, not on one side. And Lockhart crawlers behind the towers, and some arc lights with phoenixes behind. Arc lights and phoenixes, really strong combo. Cleaning up the trash and cleaning up the sledgehammers pretty well. So first round goes to Lockhart here. Intensive training, really good. Pretty much always. Heavy armor in case someone decides to go for giants. And Lockhart is giant specialist, but they are picking the deployment module actually. And GCU is picking the heavy armor, probably for the Rhino next turn. By the way, these items, like heavy armor and such, they cannot get equipped on the new war factory. The war factory cannot hold items, just so you are aware. Because I'm assuming that would just be way too broken. The war factory has so much health and so much damage and everything. If you give them an amplifying core or something, they just get too massive. Lockhart going for some Overlord aggression here, really interesting, very front line, but they also have jump drive, so maybe jump drive is coming out next turn to move it somewhere else. Trying to push in on one side to get the tower there. And GCU added some phoenixes and some flank, I think it was fangs as well, just to separate the armies here a little bit, and it seems to be working for the most part. This is pretty close now. Phoenix is going down, so now it's the Overlord versus two Phoenixes. Nope, Phoenix is too far in front. The other units could not tank some shots. Alright, this is the round. Or Lockhart. ECU going for supply specialist. It's round 3, so pretty early still. It's a good pick here. And Lockhart going for supply specialist as well. And yeah, here comes the level 2 Rhino from Rhino Specialist with heavy armor and a mobile beacon. Going for the right tower. Oh right, Lockhart had the redeployment module, actually did not need the jump drive to move the Overlord here. And shielded fangs coming out as well for GCU here. Trying to buy time, and the Rhino supposed to walk in and take out everything. Actually going on the side here again. That Overlord. Got the redeployment module to move it away from here and moved it back here. Right away. So probably thinking that GCU will expect this Overlord to get moved, and Lockhart being smart and just basically not moving it and keeping it there. Level 2 Rhino though has so much health with the heavy armor. There's not enough damage here. on red's side to take that one out. So it's coming through, getting the tower pretty easily. And I feel like, well, tower debuff coming in now, so maybe the Rhino will actually die. But I'm still not sure it's enough. Quite a few Phoenixes left still. Kind of depends on the engagements here. Okay, that's good. The Fangs are tanking actually. So this might work out for GCU here. Yep. Phoenix is taking out the other Phoenixes and just the one Overlord left. Yep. This one goes to GCU. Subsidized Crawler coming down and a skip. Just free upgrades here on the Crawlers on Lockhardt's side. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. The Crawlers, upgraded Crawlers a lot better against Fangs here. And Fangs also getting the Mechanical Rage upgrade. So it's kind of Fang Rhino by GCU here. Kind of standard, just some Phoenixes added. And Lockhardt, what's he doing? I think they added some Fangs here. That has 500 credits left. Okay, and some replicate crawlers. And some replicate crawlers coming down here on the flank. Going for the Fangs. Replicate crawlers are really good against Fangs. Even Fangs with Mechanical Rage and Portable Shield will probably lose here. Well, actually they still need to spawn in, the crawlers, so maybe not this turn, but next turn I'm thinking. I think Lockhardt still had money left, so Lockhardt did not spend everything. Mechanical Rage Fangs, too good here actually. Taking out the Overlord now. And Rhino, quite a long way to go to the tower, but it's still going through and taking the tower. So yeah, this one is a clean round. More convincing round for GCU here. Skip by Lockhart pretty quickly. And range specialist coming down for GCU. Range is really good for the Fangs here. And here we go. Lockhart going for double War Factory round 5 with Phoenix production. So quite a big swing here. Let's see if GCU's army is ready for this. Phoenixes, I'm honestly not sure why Phoenixes. I feel like tanks would have been better here, sledgehammers that is. So yeah, I'm not sure why Phoenixes instead of sledgehammers, but let's see. I'm assuming they think they have enough clear for the Fangs with all these cannons here on the War Factory and some arc lights and the replicate crawlers, I guess. Let's see how this goes. And a Rhino going in on the right tower this turn with the mobile beacon. Lockhart also took a credit and now got the defense upgrade and it's also putting down a sentry. And here we go. War factories, cannons going off. Rhino getting slowed. Might actually not make it to the tower this turn, it's really close. War factory damage is really good though. Yeah, war factory damage, taking it down. And Phoenix is coming in. Quite a lot of Phoenixes on the board already. Replicate crawlers, pretty annoying here for the Fangs and the Phoenixes. And the War Factory with the Phoenixes. Pulling through here it seems, though the tower on the right fell. So it's really close. Yeah, okay, that War Factory is actually going down though. Bit unlucky that the tower here was so exposed. If the tower didn't die, I'm pretty sure the War Factory would have survived. But yeah, this is still quite a convincing win by Lockhart here. And that's a lot of damage. So look at this. GCU is under 1000 health. If the tower here didn't fall, then the War Factory would have been alive and probably also like 2-3 Phoenixes, and that would have been enough damage to kill GCU in one turn. And that was probably the plan by Lockhart here, and it almost worked. But yeah, with the tower debuff, War Factory unfortunately going down, and also some Phoenixes with it. And now GCU has the opportunity to stabilize and counter the War Factories. Lockhart here, now very poor, took a credit, so minus 300 this turn. And 2 War Factories, that's minus 400 upkeep. So minus 700 income this turn for Lockhart. But Lockhart just going for another credit because they are on a timer now. They need to win basically this turn. Otherwise, they just lose over time because of value. And by the way, they gave the Phoenixes the Quantum Reassembly upgrade so that they respawn after a certain time. Interesting tactic here as well. So 2 War Factories a bit apart, spawning Phoenixes, and when the Phoenixes die, they respawn over time near the other Phoenixes. And GCU reacting here with mating points, by the way, with range mating points against the War Factories. Probably the best standard counter to War Factories at the moment, I think. Mobile beacon here on the right, moving the Phoenixes to the outside here, so they can snipe the tower, I'm assuming, from a safe distance. And yeah, range melting point, really good here. It's actually visually bugged, but it's locked down here. Yeah, now you see it. Okay. And took out the War Factory in the middle there. Some Phoenixes trying to respawn now on the left though. However, both towers fall. Tower debuff coming in, and that melting point is also locked on to the War Factory. And it's getting wrecked. So this does not look good for Lockhart now. They are very behind on economy and they are getting countered by the melting points and a lot of small, a lot of fangs, a lot of chaff with the shields. It's very annoying to deal with for the War Factories and the Phoenixes. And at the same time, Lockhart, pretty poor here. Only has like 4 packs of crawlers and 2 packs of fangs. It's not enough chaff to distract the melting point for long enough, and the melting points just lock on. And actually, wow, Lockhart here sold one of the War Factories and is going for a Vulcan here to help deal with all the chaff, with all those fangs. Smoke bombs coming down left and right. And unfortunately, I'm not sure, is Lockhart going to bubble this? Otherwise, this is going to hurt. Also giving the incendiary bomb upgrade to the Vulcan, so there's fire on the ground to deal with all the fangs. But I'm not sure it's enough, especially now with the bubbles here. Going to prevent quite a bit of the fire as well. And there is now also... Wait. Why is he buying back a war factory? Oh, he wanted to reposition, I'm assuming. Okay, so both war factories now in this corner. Let's see if this is enough. Trying the war factories, want them to stay back for long enough so they produce a lot of phoenixes, I'm assuming. And that they attack together. However, yeah, they are behind the towers and the towers just get taken out. And now the melting points, yeah, okay, nothing in front here. Locked on to the one factory already. This does not look good. And yeah, not a lot left, just the one war factory with some phoenixes. They respawn though, but yeah, there are too many fangs left that distract for way too long. And now, walking through the smoke, melting points finally locked on to the final war factory, and this is the game. GG's. So, even though Lockhart lost this with the war factories, that one turn GCU had like 2500 health left and went down to below 1k, and he could have died if that one war factory didn't die, and it was pretty close on this side as well. So I think that's probably the best use case for the war factory in at least in higher ranked games, I would assume. That you use it as a kind of finisher. So if your opponent is somewhat low and you can maybe even buy 2 war factories or even just one maybe with some spawn tech to deal additional damage when the round ends. And yeah, I think war factory puts the game on a timer that it will end in like 1 or 2 turns, either for you or for your opponent. And hopefully it's for your opponent when you build it. And also, by the way, here phoenixes with the quantum reassembly, pretty cute, pretty neat. Phoenixes get spawned and also respawn, pretty nice. Didn't really work out this game, but it also wasn't really the best choice in my opinion against the fangs. Probably would have been better to just go for the sledgehammers. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any good strategies with the war factory figured out and how your experiences are with it. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.